Life will test you. It will beat you down, drag you through the mud, and whisper in your ear that you are not enough. But in those moments, when the weight of the world presses against your chest and your knees threaten to buckle, you've got a choice to make. You can surrender to fear, or you can rise with fire. You can be the one who quits, or you can be that MF who refuses to bow. What does it mean to be that MF? It means you're the one who doesn't wait for permission. You're the one who refuses to sit in the shadows of mediocrity. You're the one who walks into the storm with your head high, knowing the storm was sent to test your strength, not to steal your destiny. Being that MF means you silence the voices that tell you you're not good enough. It means you don't just talk about dreams. You bleed for them. You grind for them. You sacrifice for them. It means you look in the mirror and decide, I will no longer be average. I will no longer make excuses. I will no longer wait for someone else to build my life. I will build it myself. The world doesn't remember the ones who played it safe. The world remembers the ones who dared, the ones who stood up when others stayed down, the ones who ran when the rest crawled. The world remembers those who showed up with unshakable courage, unbreakable discipline, and undeniable willpower. Listen to me. Life will not hand you greatness on a silver platter. You must snatch it. You must fight for it. You must endure the nights when everyone else is sleeping and you're still grinding. You must endure the mornings when your body screams, rest, but your spirit demands, rise. You must endure the setbacks, the heartbreaks, the betrayals, the failures, and through it all, you keep pressing forward because you refuse to be forgotten. You see, being that MF isn't about arrogance, it's about responsibility. Responsibility to yourself, to your potential, to the gift of life you were given. You don't settle. You don't quit. You don't fold under pressure. When life tells you no, you shout back, watch me. When life says, you can't, you respond, I already did. And here's the truth, not everyone will understand you. Some will mock you. Some will call you crazy. Some will leave you behind. But that's the price of standing tall. That's the price of choosing greatness over comfort. That's the price of being different. And when you cross the finish line, when you build the dream, when you rise above every limitation, those same people will call you unstoppable. So today, decide that you will no longer bow to fear. Decide that you will no longer hide behind excuses. Decide that you will no longer live small when you were born to be mighty. Decide to be that MF who breaks the cycle, who changes the story, who proves that impossible is nothing more than a challenge waiting to be conquered. Life is not a rehearsal. This is it. Every sunrise you see, every breath you take, every opportunity placed in front of you, it's all part of a gift. But with that gift comes a responsibility, a call to rise up and own the power that was placed inside of you. Too many people live like passengers, waiting for someone else to drive their life, waiting for circumstances to change, waiting for luck to finally land on their doorstep. But I came to tell you today that greatness doesn't wait. Destiny doesn't wait. Life doesn't pause until you're ready. You must be the one to step up, to take hold of your potential, and to decide that you will no longer live small when you were born to stand tall. To own your power and responsibility means to stop shifting blame, to stop pointing fingers, to stop saying, I can't because of them, or because of that, or because of what I went through. Yes, life is unfair. Yes, people will hurt you. Yes, the road is hard. But excuses don't build dreams. Excuses don't change lives. Excuses don't leave legacies. Responsibility does. Ownership does. Taking your power back from fear, from doubt, from the opinions of others. That's what transforms a life. Deep inside, every person knows they were made for more. That quiet voice inside of you has whispered it again and again. It says, you're capable of more than this. But the tragedy is that so many ignore that voice. They bury it under distractions, under comfort, under laziness, under the fear of failing. But the ones who rise, the ones who make history, the ones who inspire others to break free, those are the ones who choose to listen to that inner fire. They own it, they feed it, they protect it, and they refuse to let anything extinguish it. Owning your power means you recognize that nothing in this world can stop you if you don't stop yourself. The enemy of your progress is not your past, not your boss, not the people who doubt you. It's the hesitation in your own mind. It's the decision to settle instead of stretch. When you finally say, I am done living in fear. I am done waiting for approval. I am done being average. That's the moment everything changes. That's the moment you become unstoppable. Responsibility is not glamorous. It doesn't always feel good. It means you wake up earlier than you want to. It means you keep going when you're exhausted. It means you don't quit when everyone else is clapping for your failure. It means you keep pushing through the pain, through the rejection, through the moments of silence where no one notices your effort. Responsibility means you refuse to quit because you understand that what you're building is bigger than you. It's for your future. It's for your family. It's for the impact you'll leave on this world. There are people waiting on your courage. There are lives waiting on your persistence. There are generations waiting on your willingness to rise. And if you choose to hide, if you choose to shrink back, if you choose to live small, you don't just rob yourself, you rob them. You rob the world of the greatness inside of you. But if you step up, if you own your power, if you say, this is my time, this is my calling, this is my responsibility, then you light a fire that will burn far beyond your years. Being that MF means you don't run from pressure, you rise in it. Diamonds are made under pressure, warriors are built in battle, and legends are forged in the fire of struggle. Every obstacle you face is not designed to destroy you, but to reveal you. Every setback is not a signal to quit, but a test to see if you're serious. And when you pass that test, when you keep standing after being knocked down, when you keep moving when your legs are heavy, when you keep believing when no one else does, that's when you step into your power. That's when the world begins to see the unstoppable force you were always meant to be. So today, stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for someone else to tell you it's okay. Stop waiting for the road to be smooth. That day will never come. The power is already inside of you. The responsibility is already yours. You must decide to embrace it. You must decide to live it. You must decide to carry it, no matter how heavy it feels. And let me tell you, there will be moments when it feels too heavy. There will be nights when you cry in silence. There will be days when quitting seems like the only option. But those are the very moments that separate the weak from the strong, the pretenders from the real ones, the talkers from the doers. If you push through those moments, if you refuse to quit when quitting is the easy choice, you'll look back one day and realize that every tear, every scar, every sleepless night was worth it, because it made you. It shaped you. It proved you were built for this. Life is not gentle with dreamers. It will test you. It will bruise you. It will stretch you until you feel like breaking. But greatness is not born in comfort. It is forged in fire. If you want to rise to levels you have never reached before. You must endure the pain and embrace the grind. You cannot expect to soar without first learning how to crawl, walk, stumble, and get back up again when the world knocks you flat on your back. The grind is not glamorous. It is not filled with applause, flashing lights, or instant rewards. The grind is lonely nights when no one is watching, when you are sweating, struggling, and pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. The grind is waking up early when your body begs to stay in bed, putting in hours of work when your mind is screaming for rest, and keeping your eyes locked on the vision when distractions pull at your soul. The grind is the battlefield where champions are made, and only those willing to embrace it will ever taste victory. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is the signal that growth is happening. When you lift weights, it is the resistance that tears the muscle so it can rebuild stronger. When you run past your limit, it is the burning in your lungs that proves your capacity is expanding. In life, pain is the teacher that shapes your character, sharpens your resilience, and proves how much you truly want what you claim to desire. Anyone can chase dreams when it's easy. Anyone can smile when the sun is shining. But when the storm hits, when failure comes, when the nights grow dark, that is when the true warriors are revealed. You must learn to endure. Endure the criticism of those who do not understand your vision. Endure the isolation of walking a path others are too afraid to walk. Endure the frustration of delayed rewards, the heartbreak of setbacks, and the crushing weight of temporary failure. Endurance is the price you pay for destiny. Every legend, every leader, every conqueror you admire was first broken, tested, and humbled before they were ever lifted up. If you are not willing to endure, you are not yet ready to succeed. But endurance alone is not enough. You must embrace the grind. Too many people endure pain with bitterness, complaining, resenting the process, and cursing their circumstances. That is not the spirit of a champion. To embrace the grind is to accept it with faith, to lean into the hardship knowing it is shaping you, to treat every setback as a stepping stone and every wound as a badge of honor. To embrace the grind is to see every obstacle as an opportunity, every failure as fuel, and every challenge as proof that your purpose is real. Listen carefully. The grind will not kill you, it will reveal you. The pain will not destroy you, it will define you. The long nights, the lonely roads, the sweat, the tears, the silent sacrifices, these are not wasted. They are planting seeds in the soil of your destiny. And one day, when the harvest comes, when the breakthrough finally arrives, you will stand taller, stronger, and more unshakable than you ever thought possible. You cannot build strength without struggle. You cannot develop wisdom without failure. You cannot know victory without first wrestling with defeat. The grind strips away weakness, strips away excuses, strips away comfort, until all that remains is the best version of you. And that best version is the one the world is waiting for. So when the pain comes, don't run from it. Welcome it. When the grind feels endless, don't curse it. Commit to it. When others quit, when others give up, when others surrender to comfort, you stand firm. Pushing, you keep fighting. You keep moving forward because you know that beyond the pain lies the prize, and beyond the grind lies the glory. There will be days you feel like you have nothing left to give. Days when your spirit feels empty and your body is exhausted. On those days, remember this: the pain you feel today is the strength you carry tomorrow. The grind you endure now is the foundation of the future you will live. Nothing great has ever been built without struggle, and nothing meaningful has ever been achieved without sacrifice. Do not despise the process. Do not curse the nights of struggle. Do not look for shortcuts. Shortcuts rob you of strength, cheat you of wisdom, and deny you of the depth that only pain can provide. Embrace every season of hardship because each one is chiseling you into the person you were destined to be. And when the world finally sees you standing victorious, when they applaud the success, the achievements, the glory, they will not see the nights you cried, the mornings you dragged yourself out of bed, the times you felt like quitting, but didn't. They won't see the grind, but you will. And in that moment, you will know you are not just a product of talent or luck. You are the product of endurance, grit, and an unshakable spirit. So rise today with determination. Step into the pain with courage. Walk into the grind with discipline. Refuse to quit, refuse to surrender, refuse to live small. Endure the pain, embrace the grind, and watch as the world bows to the strength of your perseverance. Life will always give you two paths, the path of least resistance and the path of greatness. One is wide, easy, and crowded with people who gave up on themselves, people who traded their dreams for comfort, people who let mediocrity rule their lives. The other path is narrow, rugged, and lonely, but it leads to strength, victory, and fulfillment. If you want to be remembered, if you want to live with power and purpose, you must refuse mediocrity and excuses. You must decide that your life is too valuable, your purpose too great, and your time too short to waste it living small. Mediocrity is a silent killer. It whispers, just stay where you are. Don't push too hard. Don't risk failure. Don't make waves. And excuses are its best friend. Excuses will tell you why you can't, why you shouldn't, why you're not ready, why you'll never make it. Together, mediocrity and excuses build invisible chains around your life, keeping you from ever discovering how powerful you really are. And here's the truth. Most people will spend their entire lives in those chains, never realizing they could have been free if they had just fought back. But you are not most people. You are not here to be average. You are not here to simply exist and die. You are here to create, to lead, to inspire, to overcome, and to win. You are here to show the world that nothing can stop a determined soul, a disciplined mind, and a burning heart. You are here to prove that greatness belongs to those who refuse to be ordinary. Refusing mediocrity means waking up every morning with purpose. It means choosing discipline over distraction. It means putting in the work, even when no one is watching, even when no one is clapping for you, even when your body screams to quit. It means taking responsibility for your life and refusing to blame others, refusing to complain, refusing to settle. It means silencing that voice inside that says, "It's okay, you tried enough," and replacing it with, "Jet back up, you're not done yet." Excuses will always knock at your door. They will always have clever words to justify your laziness, your fear, your delay. They will say, "I don't have enough time. I don't have enough resources. I wasn't given the right opportunities. I'll start tomorrow." But excuses are lies, and if you feed them, they will consume your destiny. You don't need more time. You need to use the time you already have. You don't need more opportunities. You need to create them. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. When you refuse mediocrity, you become dangerous. Dangerous to fear, dangerous to failure, dangerous to every obstacle that thought it could break you. You walk differently. You speak differently. You carry yourself with power because you know who you are and what you're capable of. You stop apologizing for wanting more out of life, and you stop shrinking to fit into other people's comfort zones. You start living boldly, and people will notice. Some will admire you, others will envy you, and a few will even hate you. But deep down, they will all respect you because you chose to live at a level they were too afraid to reach. There is no greatness without sacrifice. There is no victory without struggle. Refusing mediocrity means you must be willing to pay the price that others won't. It means late nights, early mornings, and lonely roads. It means turning away from temporary pleasures for lasting success. It means breaking cycles of laziness, breaking habits of procrastination, breaking free from the opinions of people who never built anything themselves. It means standing up when everything around you tells you to sit down. Ask yourself, do you want to live a life that people forget the moment you're gone? Or do you want to live a life that leaves a mark, a legacy, a story worth telling? History is not made by people who chose comfort. History is made by those who were bold enough to risk everything for their vision. Those who looked mediocrity in the eye and said, "Not me. I refuse." You were not given breath in your lungs just to pay bills and die. You were not born to wander through life waiting for luck. You were born with potential, with gifts, with a fire inside you that the world desperately needs. But the world will never see it if you keep making excuses. The world will never see it if you keep choosing average. The world will never see it if you keep hiding from your own power. So I challenge you today, stop waiting, stop hesitating, stop excusing. Choose to rise. Choose to fight. Choose to demand more from yourself. Don't settle for a life that looks good on the outside, but feels empty on the inside. Don't settle for the path that everyone else takes just because it's safe. Don't settle for mediocrity when greatness is calling your name. When you look back on your life, what will you see? A story filled with regrets, excuses, and wasted time, or a story of courage, persistence, and victory? The decision is yours. But hear me, the clock is ticking. Every moment you delay is a moment you'll never get back. Tomorrow is not promised. Someday is not guaranteed. The only time you have is now. Refuse mediocrity. Refuse excuses. Live boldly. Work tirelessly. Dream fearlessly. Fight relentlessly. And when the world asks, who will rise? Who will break the cycle? Who will show us what's possible? Let your life be the answer. Be the one who refused to be average. Be the one who refused to live small. Be the one who refused to let excuses steal their destiny. Be the one who stood tall, who fought hard, who finished strong.